27-yard run.
Hey, Roadrunners. It's been a hot minute since we chatted. Welcome back to the Lit Medallion. So it's obviously a bye week. We are 8 games through a 12-game regular season. 2/3 of the way through our season. How do you feel about it? I want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to comment and tell me what you think about the Roadrunners being 6-2, 4-0 in conference. Would you have thought that the first 8 games would have been our hardest games? It's kind of surprising, isn't it? I think UNT's been a revelation, right? A little bit. Because they obviously limped into last year. They had all the reason to play us hard last year, right? The last game of the season. But did you expect them to be 3-0 to playing us and be as hard playing us? I didn't. I didn't. Until, obviously the season carried on, of course, right? But if you were to ask me at week 2, I'd have been like, nope. But there they were. Do you think we'll play them again? Let me know. Let me know what you think. There's a high probability. Now, Western Kentucky beat UAB, so that kind of put UAB on the back pedal, keeps Western Kentucky in the championship game mix for now, right? Everybody's got 4 games left, right? I'm pretty sure everybody's got 4 games left. Or after this week, everybody will have at least 4 games left. So, UNT plays Western Kentucky next, I believe. But who's looming out there? Who scares you the most from Conference USA? Who scares you the most? Is it UAB? I'm going to give you something that you're not going to believe that I'm going to say this. I think it's Rice. I think Rice is the team. Now, Rice went on the road and lost to Tech. Atlantic, Tech. Flossed in Paradise, right? Remember that movie? Anyway, Florida Atlantic. They lost a close game at Florida Atlantic, but they gave it to UAB 2 years in a row. And thanks to them beating UAB last year, right? That if we beat them, that pretty much guaranteed that we were going to win Conference USA, right? If whoever won that game. And we won. We beat UAB on that last second play. Just brilliant. So let's grade the Roadrunners. Let's go ahead and grade the Roadrunners. I don't know if I was unduly harsh the first 4 games of the season. I think it was just very realistic. And I'm going to be very realistic with this grade. And you're going to crack up because you'll be like, how do you give them this grade now? But prior, you found every reason to try not to give them that grade. Because I'm going to tell you why. We won 4 games. We went 4-0. We didn't let anything slip by. And that matters. When you win games, there's a phrase, winning cures all. You can be the ugliest wins ever, but it cures all. Ask Gene Stallings. His Alabama teams were some of the ugliest wins ever. Made no sense why they were struggling with Ole Miss, Mississippi State, you name them. But they still won the game, still won a national title, right? Because when it came to time to play a supposed stalwart in Miami, they put it on them, right? They never were out of control beating Florida in the SEC championship game. So there's something to be said about being able to win games, stay on top, and do what it takes to win. And you've got to give a team an A-. And I'm going to say that pretty much across the board. If there's one thing that I think we are struggling at is understanding we've got a really good kicker. Now, I know. Lord, I know we missed that field goal against UNT. That probably would have changed the perplexion of the game. But the complexion of perplexion, listen to me, the complexion of the game. I'm perplexed about my complex. Anyway, so It would have changed the complexion of the game had we scored early like that. Because once we scored, and I said that at the game, it felt like we broke the ceiling, right? We chipped at that wall. The dam was broke. Fortunately, it broke for UNC also, I think, because we scored too late, right? And I think our defense was put under pressure for a really long time. Now, I'm still giving it an A-. And here's why. Do you have confidence in Sackett? I do. I absolutely do. I do. I know he missed that, but I'm telling you, we could have done things to put him closer. I know he missed that kick against Army. Could have done things to put him closer. Now, our punter, good Lord, he's incredible. So against UAB, he punted 3 total times. His first 2 punts were 106 yards. First 2 punts, so 53-yard average. First 2 punts. His next punt was sub 40, but the incredible part about it was 3 kicks. He averaged like 46 yards. That's a field flipper. That's a game changer. That is a weapon that allows us to take chances that other teams necessarily wouldn't mind. It's okay if we lose 5 yards, 7 yards, right? Get sacked. Because we know he can kick it 53 yards and kick it really well 53 yards, right? Defense, here's what I'm going to say about the defense. The defense has to pick their poison. They did it against Army. They did it against UNT. They stopped the run. Give up passing plays. A lot of that has to do with our scheme and how we stop the run. But when you do that against teams that are run first, you force them to be excellent in the pass game. Neither team was excellent in the pass game for the whole game. Yeah, they got some big plays here and there that were huge. But for the most part, they didn't get big. They weren't excellent in the pass game, and we won. Right? So I got to give the defense an A. I do. Offensive line, let me tell you something. If you aren't giving that offensive line and those kids are stepping up an A+, I don't know what you need to see. I really don't. We're on offensive tackle number 5. He's a converted defensive lineman. And we still managed to do 460, 470 yards of offense. That's pretty incredible against North Texas. Now let's talk about the 4 games going forward. I mentioned that I think Rice is that game that's looming out there that we've got to worry about. Obviously, we got to beat UAB. If we beat UAB and we win out, we go 3-1. We beat UAB and go 3-1. We're guaranteed hosting Conference USA title game. There is a scenario, though, and if you look at the way everybody else is playing, that we go 2-2. Say we lose UAB. Say we lose to Rice. We're still in the conference championship game because we have 2 losses, and we probably have the tiebreaker over some of the other teams that have 2 losses. Right? We got the tiebreaker over Western Kentucky. We got the tiebreaker over UNT. So we'd only have to worry about UAB and Rice after that, right? There's a chance. Want to win them all, obviously. But if UTSA went 0-4 the last 4 games, would you call this season a failure? And it's a serious question. I would call it a missed season, but I don't know I'd call it a failure knowing the amount of injuries we've had, right? At the line of scrimmage. It's just, for us to be doing what we're doing with this patchwork line of scrimmage, this is a brilliant season so far. I told you at the beginning of this, I said 8-4, I'm happy. 7-5, I'm satisfied as a fan, as a supporter of UTSA. 6-6, I'm like, that was at the beginning of the season. Now we get into it, we see how things are going. I'm thinking to myself, Any other year, I would be like, "Ooh, this is terrible." But right now, no, I can't say that. I honestly, I am telling you right to this camera, right in my iPhone 12 mini, I can't say that I'd be disappointed with 6-6. I know we're not going to go 6-6, right? But just like investing, the earlier you put your money in an investment, the more money you make later on, the more it reaps dividends, benefits, dividends. Man, I'm all sorts of tongue-tied right now. So anyway, it reaps rewards, dividends, right? Benefits later on down the road. We're playing right now. I honestly believe we're playing with house money because we're 6-2. I honestly believe that. I talked about this last year. You can go through my videos last year. We'll talk about playing with house money. This year, even more so. We win 2 games and we go 8-4. Even if we don't play for the conference championship, we were in the mix for as long as we could be with the injuries we had, is the way I'm going to look at it. We go to a bowl game. Maybe we win our bowl game this year. Maybe it's our first bowl win. Can't wait. Can't tell until we get there. But all I care about is getting that conference championship game, winning that conference championship. The bowl game's the free money, right? It's the superfluous. That's a weird word to say. Superfluous. So that in our world, that is truly the extra game. The kids get to have fun. We get to see a lot of different kids play. Freshmen who came in maybe January, freshmen who didn't get to play can play now for free, literally for free. Get out there, put them on the field, coach. Let's see what they got. Maybe we say, Frank, you play the first half. AD Lee is going to start the second half. Straight up, no matter the score. Maybe we do that. Who knows? It'd be kind of cool to see, to be honest with you. I would love to get our first bowl victory. It'd be nice to be 1-3 instead of 0-4. But at the end of the day, bowl games are just extra practices, extra preparation for our underclassmen that are coming back next year. And that's how we have to look at it. Now, I want to talk about Oscar Cardenas. What a catch, huh? Think about the thought, the how quickly he processed that. He reaches up, one-hands it. As soon as he pulls it down, he's looking upfield, and he has to leap over a defender who's on the ground, and that enables us to get to the 10-yard line. Next play, in the end zone. That was just an incredible play. That is a play that I don't know if we are fully appreciate the level of difficulty, because go back and play it slowly. He's not wide open. That was a really good pass by Frank Harris. And that was a really great catch by Oscar Cardenas. Now, the easy play, the jump ball in the end zone, the fade, whatever. You're going to hear people say, oh, Clark pushed off. Nope. His arms were fully extended. Once they started hand fighting, as long as he doesn't shove and disconnect from the player, he's allowed to keep his hands extended. It's hand fighting. It's the same thing where a defense player is allowed to keep his hands around an offensive player as long as he doesn't turn the offensive player. You see it all the time. What do they talk about? He didn't twist him, so why'd they call the... As long as he doesn't swipe the arms, that's what happens. He's 6'3", with an incredible vertical, going against 5'8". The bigger, taller, more athletic player won that play, right? And finished the game off force. Anyway, Roadrunners, this was my Friday night. See what everybody's got, what you got. Chat it up. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. And if your friends don't like me, then get better friends. If your friends like me, then maybe they need to get better friends. I don't know. That's an old joke I heard from someone else on something else years ago, back in the old days of YouTube, right? So anyway, birds up, peace out. Have a great evening, Roadrunners. I'll probably do another video this weekend, and then I'll do my Monday look forward to UAB. See how the Roadrunners doing. See if I can't find any intel about the Roadrunners. Let's just hope they get healed up. Peace out.